Hello there, I'm Barbara Serra in London. These are the main stories on Al Jazeera. A series of attacks across Pakistan has killed at least 23 people. The Taliban had earlier threatened to attack security forces and foreigners in retaliation for the offensive in South Waziristan. But our correspondent in Islamabad says the military is preparing for a long battle.
Well, we still hear that there is fierce fighting in South Waziristan. There are pockets of resistance. In other places, the army are moving through relatively easily, but they know that somewhere down the line, as they get close to the strongholds of the Massoud Taliban, that there is going to be a fierce battle. Now, we were told at the beginning of this offensive it could take up to 8 weeks. There's a possibility that it could take a great deal longer.
Alan Fisher there. Iran has failed to meet this Friday's deadline to respond to a new proposal over its nuclear program. Much to the disappointment of negotiators, Tehran appears to want to change some of the terms of the deal, as Nazanin Moshiri now explains.
A source close to Saeed Jalili, who is Iran's chief nuclear negotiator and basically a spokesman for the supreme leader on these matters, has told Al Jazeera that Iran does not want to send 75% of its stockpile abroad, that Iran wants to be the buyer of nuclear fuel. It will dictate the terms of whether it needs to send any enriched uranium abroad at all.
Al-Shabaab fighters in Somalia are threatening to attack Burundi and Uganda. The rebels say they'll strike both capitals in revenge for the deaths of 30 people killed in Mogadishu on Thursday. Al-Shabaab fighters blame African Union soldiers for their deaths, accusing the peacekeepers of firing rockets into a market in the capital. A UN human rights official says nearly 9 million North Koreans are going hungry despite abundant natural resources. Vitit Muntarborn describes the North's regime as repressive and cruel and says billions of dollars earned from exports last year are not being spent on the people. The UK economy is officially going through its longest recession ever. Latest figures show GDP fell 0.4% in the third quarter. The news has surprised economists who had expected Britain to follow Japan, Germany and France out of the recession. Well, we have more on all those stories on our website. The address on your screens right now, aljazeera.net/English. Well, those are the headlines, and that's all from me, Barbara Serra. Bye-bye.